Good morning to all our viewers. Currently, we are here at Seroma Christian High School, Mokono, and there is an ongoing table tennis match between Namilango College and King's College Budo.
As you see the match, all the six, this is the third round. As you see the match, Namilango has scores 2-0, and KCP has 0. Hi guys, as we're here at Seroma Christian High School, Nationals Ball Game 1, and this is table tennis. And the first match is Namilango versus KCB. As all set scores are 1-1. Namilango has 1 and KCB has 1. And this is the third game. We're waiting to see the people who are going to win because this team stayed. Hi guys, as we're here at Seroma Christian High School, Ball Game 1, table tennis, Namilango versus KCB. The set scores are 1-1. Namilango has 1 and also KCB has 1. As this is the third round of the game. And Namilango has 2, and also KCB has 1. There's their draw. This game is so tight. But it's as we're waiting for the people who are going to win versus the team of Namilango versus KCB. As on the fourth table, so it scores 1-0 on the fourth table. Hi, citizens of Uganda. As on table 3, Namilango versus KCB, and on table 2, Ubuntu Hill School versus Sacred Hearts. Set scores 1-0. Ubuntu has taken 1 and Sacred Hearts is on 0. and High School Ball Game 1. The first table, the, the second table, Ubuntu Hill School versus Sacred Hearts. And the third table, Nyamilango versus KCB. And on the fourth table, as Chibuli is going to verse Intale SS. Teams.
Yes, hello.
On the second table, we have Ubuntu and Sacred Heart, and the scores are 1-0.
Ubuntu has one set scores, and and Sacred Hearts has 0. And this is the second game of the round. As Ubuntu has 2 and Sacred Hearts has 1. And on the fourth table, Chibuli versus Intale Aces. They will now warm up as they start the game. Then on the third table, still there is Namiliango versus KCB. As the set scores, all the set scores games are 2-1, and this is the final game, and it's the fourth game that decides the winners. As on as we're on the fourth table, Chibuli SS versus Ntale scores 3-0. Chibuli has 3 and Ntale has 0. And the first player is Joshua Magaya, as he's on the national team of Uganda table tennis.
On table 4, we have Magaya Joshua from Chivuli. He's on the Uganda national team, and currently Chivuli is leading.
Good morning to the USS Chas Ball Game 1 2026. This is table tennis at Seroma Christian High School Nationals. As on table 4, there is Chibuli versus Entale, and Chibuli is leading by 1. And on the third table, still Namilyango versus KCB, as as Namilyango is leading. Then on table two, Ubuntu Hill School versus Sacred Hearts, as Ubuntu is leading. As on table 3, Namilyango versus KCB. Namilyango is leading by 2, and KCB is on 1. As this is our final game, the fourth game, so that it can decide the people who are going to win. Namilyango has 9 and KCB has 3. As set scores are 2-1. As we're on table 3, Namilyango versus KCB. Namilyango has won the game by 3. The set scores all the games are 3-1. And Namilyango has beaten the game by 11-3. As they are celebrating to go and shake hands with with as the Namilyango players are shaking hands with the KCB, so to congratulate them how they played, because it was a fair game. It was a nice game. As we are still on table 4, Chibuli versus Ntale. Chibuli is leading. Set scores 2-0 as Magaya is on the person on the national team, Magaya Joshua. As we're on table three, Mpanga versus Seroma Christian High School. The first player is Alan of Seroma Christian High School, and the first player of Mpanga is called Joshua. As Alan of Seroma Christian High School has 9, and Mpanga Joshua has 8. Mpanga is wearing red, and Seroma Christian High School is wearing blue. As this is the first game, and the set scores are 0-0. As the first set of the game is done, Seroma Christian High School, Alan has won the game, and the set scores are 1-0. Seroma has 1, and Mpanga has 0. As you're in the second set, Seroma versus Mpanga, Alan and Joshua. Alan is of Seroma Christian High School, and Joshua is of Mpanga. The scores are 2-2. As we're still on the match of Seroma against Mpanga, table 3, the scores are 5-4. Seroma Christian High School has 6, and Mpanga SS has 4, as this is the second set of the game. And on other tables, table 4, Chibuli versus Ntale SS. As this is the third round. This is the third round. The first two rounds they've won. Chibuli is leading by 2-0. As we're still on table 3, Seroma Christian High School versus Mpanga. As they've changed sides, this is the third round. Seroma is leading by 2. Seroma has 2 and Mpanga has 1. Alan is leading. As you guys are asking why we say round 1, round 2 and round 3, for us in table tennis we have best of 3, best of 4, best of 5, best of 7 and best of 1. As we're here at table tennis nationals, Seroma Christian High School table tennis, we we are playing best of 5, and so that's why we change sides, and we change them 3 times, and that is best of 5. As we are still on the game of Seroma versus Mpanga, the first set of Alan and Joshua, Alan won the game by 2-0. Then this is the second game, Malcolm Sentongo versus Yunus. And Malcolm took the first set, so Seroma has 1 and Mpanga has 0, and scores of the game are 5-2. as they've changed rounds for the third round. Malcolm Sentongo has taken the second game and scores are 2-0. Malcolm Sentongo has 2 and Eunice has 0. As on the fourth table, Chibuli versus Itale SS. Chibuli is leading and Chibuli has won. Chibuli has taken the sets 3-0. Chibuli has 3 and Itale has 0.
On table 4, Kawana SS, girls. Girls. Come SS.
As we're still on table 3, Seroma Christian High School versus Impanga. Sentongo Malcolm has won his game, so Seroma is leading by 2-0. Seroma has 2 and Impanga has 0.
leading 7-5. This is round 3. Seroma Super has won 2 rounds and Panga SS no rounds. It's a game down, and the game has ended in favor of Seroma. That's 3-0. Seroma has taken it over Panga SS.
Seroma and Panga have ended the game. Seroma won the game, and the last person was Junior. Junior versus Amran, and Junior has won the game, and Seroma Christian High School has won all the game by 3. Seroma has 3 and Panga has 3.
Yes, our dear viewers, thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV. We are focusing on table, or we have put all our eyes on table 3, where we are having the next other game. And I want to tell you that table 10s, people are doing all the best. Each team that comes on the table, we are seeing that the competition is too high. There is a lot of things. So what I want to inform you that yes, thank you so much for viewing USSA TV, and I want to tell you that when you look onto the side of these other colleagues of ours, that is Yiganga Senior Secondary School, where let us have the benchmark. We get to see the coach, we have the coach and the players that are going to be competing. So this is the side of Yiganga, where we are seeing that they are taking positions, and we are going to be in the know who is called who, and then the name of the coach, as well as the other side that Iganga is going to be competing with. Thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV, and we are live at Seroma Christian High School here in Mukono, Wakiso. Thank you so much. That is the coach and the players of Iganga Senior Secondary School, as well as on the other side of the pitch we have the competitors, whom already anytime from now we are going to be giving you who is going to play which part, and the name of the coach, at the same time the name of the umpire at the same time. Thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV. We are live from Seroma Christian High School. We are on table 3, but what I want to assure you that we have table 1, table 2, table 3 and table 4. Keep your eyes onto the channel. We are live at Seroma Christian High School. Thank you so much for tuning in. Table 3, the umpire is making all her best to see that by the time when we start, by the time when the game starts, we have all what it takes. That is the other side of the game, and this other side we have Yiganga Senior Secondary School on the table. Anytime from now, we are having this game starting. Keep your eyes on the set as we start this game. Yes, we are back onto this live, and we are focusing at table tennis today. We told you that we are going to give you all-round sport, and today we are focusing at table tennis, and we are live from Seroma Christian High School here in Mukono. The game that you are about to watch is between Yiganga Senior Secondary School and Bishop's SS. Anytime from now, we are going to start. We are still waiting for the umpire and the coach. We are going to be in the know the name of the players, at the same time the other side of Yiganga. Don't forget that we are live on USSA TV, and we are making all the possible ways to see that the game is, you get it the way you are supposed to have it. Thank you so much. The first player is from Bishop's, Bishop SS, and anytime from now we are going to tell you who is that other person who is going to be facing it off with the Yiganga Senior Secondary School. We have a lot of correspondences or the voices or commentators from within, and these are all capacity buildings, media officers that have been nurtured by USSA as board to see that these games come to you the way you need to hold them. Yes, the player on the side of Yiganga is coming in to the court. Is dressing up different color shirt number, I think that is dark blue if I'm not mistaken, shirt number 19, and then the other side of the Bishops, they are putting on a light blue. Yes, let's see what the coach is giving or the umpire on that other side of the game. They are giving them instructions. We are having the norms from the umpire, and is giving them the norms of the game to see that the game starts at that level. It is tense. That's what I want to tell you. Just keep your eyes onto the set to see that you watch Bishop's SS and Yiganga Senior Secondary School. Yes, look at the handshake, and Bishops is starting up tossing the game, and there we are. Thank you. Let me give you my colleague who is also taking us onto the game. Thank you so much. Yes, as you still see table 3, it is still 0-0, the other side of Bishops, and then this other side of Yiganga Senior Secondary School. As I told you that it's too tense between Bishops and Yiganga Senior Secondary School. If you look at the way the girls are making the game, it is still tense, and both sides are still on 0-0, and we see that other game. Yeah, if you look at the game clearly, these two people need to concentrate and put all their minds on scoring. But what I want to assure you that we are moving on, and we are on table 3, table 10 at Seroma Senior Secondary School, where we are having the table 10 movement or competition. Don't forget that this is Ussa TV, USSA TV, as well as I want to tell you that our news bulletin, weekly bulletin, is also out. You need to trace it onto our social media handles and take a look and get to see which stories inspired into this week. Remember, we collect for you all the stories that take place within the week, on sports, strictly school senior secondary sports. That's what we cover. Soon we are going to tell you more about this. When you look at the tents, as I told you that Yiganga has two on the other side of Bishops. Here the colleague needs to put a lot of concentration. Yiganga has 4 scores, courtesy of Bishops having 0. If she needs to put a lot of concentration, first round Yiganga has 5, and then the other side of Bishops she has 0. This is table tennis girls competition, and then we are saying, yeah, as I told you that the game is 2 tenths. Bishops has 1, and then Yiganga Senior Secondary School has 6. Let me call upon my colleague to come in, where we see Yiganga has 7 and Bishops has 1.
Morning, citizens of Uganda, watchers of USSA Games, Ball Game 1, 2026. Seroma C.H.S hosts nationals. As I'm by names of Kwagala Masina Secondary, Mogo High School, here I might represent to the players and the game. As the first player of Uganda, Nakato, and as first player of Bishops, Jane. As Uganda is leading 10-5. Uganda has 10 and Bishops has 6. On other tables, table 4, Kawanda SS versus Nkoma. As Kawanda SS is leading, Kawanda has 1 and Nkoma has 0. As on the second table, Mary Hill versus Nabisunsa. As Mary Hill has taken the game, Mary Hill has 1 and Nabisunsa has 0. As the first round on table 3, umpire is called Nora. The first player is Nakato, Oniganga SS, and Bishops, Jane. As Iganga is leading, Iganga has 1 and Bishop has 0. As on table 4, Nkoma versus Kawanda. Nkoma has 10 and Kawanda has 8. Nkoma leading. As we go back on table 3, Iganga versus Bishops. As they've turned for the second round, Bishops has 1 and Iganga has 1. As we go back to table 2, Nabisunsa versus Mary Hill, as they on a warm up so that they can start their game. As we go back on table 3, Iganga versus Bishops. First game, Nakato versus Jane. as they have turned for the second round. Iganga's beat the first round. Nakato has 2 and Jen has 4.
As we go back to table 4, second round, Jen Tavin.
As we go back on table 4, Kawanda SS versus Nkoma. Nkoma has taken the first game as they've turned for the second game. Nkoma has taken the first game. Scores 1-1. And on table 2, Mary Hill versus Nabisunsa. Mary Hill is leading 6-5. On table 3, Iganga versus Bishops. Bishops has 7 and Iganga has 4. Bishops leading. As we go back to table 2, Mary Hill versus Navisunsa. As the first game is done, Navisunsa has taken the game 1-0. As we go back to table 4, Kawanda SS versus Nkoma. This game is so tight. Both players are strong players. Both struggling to win the game. But as Nkoma is leading 1-0 and scores 8-all. As we go back to table 3, as we go back to table 3, Iganga versus Bishops. Bishops leading 10-8. Table 3, Bishop has won the second round as they're going to turn for the third round. Jen has won the second round and Nakato has not, as the set scores are 1-1, turning for the third game. And then table 2, Nabisunsa versus Mary Hill. Mary Hill leading. Scores 5-4. Mary Hill has 5 and Nabisunsa has 4.
Yes, as you've seen, that the game is 2-0. It has been of a big tense. Don't forget that inside here we still have other games. We are on the first. Yeah, first round, and then we have you've seen the tense how the game has been. When you look onto the game, the coach, the other side of Bishops, has been giving instructions very hard, as well as the other side of Yiganga Secondary School. We are back onto the second round, where we are beginning with 0-0. We are in the second round, and you have seen Yiganga has already scored the first point. As I told you at the beginning, that the person coming from Bishops, she needs to concentrate and pick the tense of the game. If she concentrates, she will also score. Now, round of 2-2. And you see, as I said, that if she concentrates much on the game, she will score. And we shall see that there is a lot of tense into the game. Thank you so much for watching USSA TV. Bishops has 3, and Yiganga Senior Secondary School has 2 for this second round of the game. Table tense 2026 here at Seroma Senior Secondary School. The tense, as I said, you see that as I told you that the game is 2 or tense, 3-3 between Bishops and Yiganga Senior Secondary School. You see that is 4 on side of Bishops, and then 3 on the side of Yiganga Senior Secondary School. Thank you so much for watching. As you can look onto the scoring lights, 4-4 between Yiganga Senior Secondary School and Bishops for round of the game. Thank you so much. We are in the second round of the game. Bishops has 5. Now he has scored the 6 points, as well as Yiganga has 4 points for now. As I told you that the game is 2 tense between the Yiganga Senior Secondary School and the Bishops High School. We are coming live from Bishop St. Spiriani. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. We are live from Seloma Christian High School, and we are in table tens. Bishops has 7 as we talk now, and then Yiganga has 5 scores. Thank you so much for watching. This is USSA TV. Don't forget to trace our news bulletin that comes, our newsletter that comes out every Friday of the week. We give you stories that take place. Read about our concept onto the website, that is USSA website, and then you get all what you need as far as sports is concerned, the updates and all round of school sports. Thank you so much for watching. Let me take you back to my colleague also to give you the highlights as I'm taking you. Bishops has 9, as well as Yiganga has 6.
As we're still on our match, Iganga versus Bishops, Nakato and Jane, Nakato of Iganga and Jane of Bishops, umpire Nora, umpiring the game. As the scores are, set scores are 1-1 and the scores are 9-7, Bishops leading, 9-10, 10-8, 9-10, Bishops leading. As we go back to the fourth table, Nkoma SS versus Kawanda. Nkoma has 8 and Kawanda has 7. Table 3, Iganga versus Bishops. Nakato and Jane. Scores 10-10. 11-10. Iganga leading. As they're turning for the third round, Iganga has won by Iganga 12 and Bishops 10. Nakato has won the game.
It's currently a difference of 2 scores, with Iganga having 12 and Bishops having 10. So we are waiting for the next round to find out how the game will end. Is it Iganga or it's Bishops? Stay tuned. For the fourth round, we still have Nakato from Iganga and Jen from Bishops.
As they've changed for the fourth round, Nakato is for Iganga and Jane for Bishops. Nakato has won the game for the second round and the set scores are 2-1. Scores, Nakato has 2 and Jane has 1.
Currently, Nakato has 3 and Jen has 1. As you can see, it's really a tight game between the two schools, and that's Iganga and Bishops. All players have to deeply focus so that they can end up winning the game, and we are here to see who is going to top up the scores of the game. Is it Iganga or Bishops? Currently, Iganga has 5 and Bishops has 3. As you can see, Nakato and Jen had to switch sides because we changed the round. This is the fourth round between the two schools, and currently, Iganga is still leading. Currently, the scores are 8-6 in favor of Bishops, as Nakato from Iganga is hustling to top the scores also. Let's see where the game ends. Currently, we are still live here at Seroma Christian High School, Mukono, and the set scores of the current game is 1-2 in favor of Iganga. But currently, this is our fourth round of the game, and here we see Bishops leading Iganga in this fourth round. Bishops is leading Iganga by a difference of 4 points. The scores were 11-7. The fourth round of the game is done. As you can remember from our first commentator, he said that the game is really tough and the competition is stiff. So, according to what we have on board, we have Iganga SS and Bishops. Currently, the two players from both schools are still tying, and currently they are drawing. So, for the set scores, we have two up, and those are two wins for Bishops and two wins for Iganga. We still have Nakato from Iganga and Jane from Bishops.
As you see, Bishops against Iganga, as they've changed the round so that they can time out, so that they can get advice from the coaches. That's time out to us, the table tennis.
So this is the fifth round of the game between Iganga, SS and Bishops. We still have our players. We have Nakato from Iganga and Jen from Bishops. The set scores are 2 up. Both the teams have 2 wins. Then the current scores are 1 up. Currently, it's 2 up. 2 in favor of Iganga. As you remember, this game needs a lot of focus. Players of both teams have to focus in order to play the game well. The current scores are 3-1 in favor of Iganga SS, all the way from the eastern part of Uganda. And this is Nakato from Iganga SS and Jen from Bishops. Currently, the scores are 3-2, still in favor of Iganga SS from the east. We still have Nakato from Iganga and Jen from Bishops.
As you see, they've turned. For us in table tennis, when the players reach, like when their set scores are 2-2, then the first player reaches 5, they change sides.
That's why you witnessed the players from both sides changing sides after the first player reached 5. Therefore, it's currently 4-5, and the scores are still in favor of Iganga SS. After them turning, it's now a 6-up, and this is the game of Iganga versus Bishop's Mukono. So the players are taking their time. She's taking her time to serve. And it's a point. And it's a point to the Iganga player because her opponent hit the ball outside. In table tennis, when one hits the ball outside, that's a point to the opponent. So she hit the ball hard and it hits the table twice, which means it's a up. It's a 10 for Iganga, and if this game ends, I mean Iganga has lost to Bishops. It's a 9-7. It's a 9-7 for Iganga. And it's a tight game, and this is the last round of the game. So one of the two teams has to top the scores. If Bishop tops the scores, Bishop takes it. But if Iganga tops the scores, then Iganga will take it. Let's see which player is going to top the game. And we still have Nakato from Iganga and Jen from Bishop's Mukono.
As you see, they are out. So to get advice from their coaches on how to like play the game, and if Bishop tops up the scores, as you heard from my opponent, that Bishops will win. If Iganga tops up the scores also, you also heard from my opponent, Iganga will also win. That
And the 1 minute and the timeout is only a one timeout. So the timeout is done and the players are back to play the last set. Wow. And it's a game point. So a player from Iganga is left with 1 point to win the game because the game ends at 11 points. And she serves. Oh. Now the player of Iganga is looking for 1 more point, 2 more points to win the game.
as you see, Iganga has won the game by 1 because our scores end in 11. So as you see, they shake hands, so to appreciate themselves on what they played, and it was a fair game, a nice game. So Iganga wins the game, and the set scores are 1-0. Iganga leading by 1. As you see, for the second game, the Iganga player of Abia, Iganga player, and Bishops, Ama, a Bishops player, as you see them going to the umpire Nora, so they can toss the coin and get the person who is going to serve first. And weaknesses. Nora giving them the ball so they can warm up for the game.
As you can see, we have another set of players. We have Abia from Iganga SS and Ama from Bishops Mokono. The two players are seen warming up on the table.
Thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV. We are now having the second person from both sides of Bishops High School and then Iganga Senior Secondary School. When you look into the scores, Iganga has scored so far two. Actually, now we are seeing Bishops has also scored an attack on the game of having a 2-2. As I told you that this game is 2-2 tense on both sides of the competition. The other side of Bishops at the same time of this side of Iganga. As you saw the first part of the game, we saw Iganga taking a lead. And now we are having another round of the game where we have the second bunch of competitors, both Bishops and Iganga Senior Secondary School. Iganga is still leading with 5, and then the other side of Bishops still holding a 2. The game is 2 tense as far as the competitions are concerned. The game, people from Bishops, they need the players from Bishops, they need to concentrate because Iganga is still now leading by 9 out of 2. The coach, the other side of Bishops, needs to talk to its players so that we see there is a lot of people are not concentrating at all. The other side of Bishops and Iganga is leading the game this first round, having a 11 out of 2. You are seeing that the coach of Bishops is talking to her player. That is the coach and the player of Bishops. Still, there is a lead from Iganga with 11, and then Bishops leading with those scores as you've seen onto the screen. Let us have the second round of the game, where the coach of Bishops has been talking to her player to concentrate much into this second round, and it is now Iganga first started with the push of the game. As I told you that Iganga, the person scoring for Iganga is too concentrated. He's concentrated that we are seeing now he has 2 scores, yet Bishops has not scored any score as far as the second round is concerned. There is still a lead of 3 out of 0 on the side of Bishops. Yiganga is still leading now with a 4, and then Yiganga now is leading 5, as well as Bishops is still lacking some scores, and now we are having Bishop has already scored 1, as well as the other side of Yiganga scoring 5 in this second round of the game. Thank you so much for watching USS TV. Let me take back this microphone to my colleague, and also she gives us her analysis as where we see Yiganga now is leading by 8 out of 1, where Bishop has 1, and Yiganga is still leading the game with 8 scores. Thank you so much for watching.
As you see, my name is Kwagala Masena Santongo Lauren, co-host. As you see, Iganga versus Bishops. Adia of Iganga, Ama of Bishops. As Iganga took the first set 1-0 and scores 10-2. And Iganga wins the second round. As Iganga once again won the first round, and also again in the second round, Iganga has won the second round. As you see them going for advice from the coaches, and the advice that's timeout, and its timeout is for only 1 minute. Then they come back, and they come back to play the game. And also let's go to the other tables. Table 4, still Nkoma and Kawanda. Set scores 2-1. Kawanda leading. Scores 1-1. As we go back to the third table, Iganga versus Bishops. As Adia is leading 2-0. Set scores 2-0. As they turn for the third round. So if Iganga wins this round, so it means that Iganga has won the game. And if Bishops wins this round, so that means that they change for the fourth round, so that they can get the winner who can win. This game is best of 5. This game is best of 5, and best of 5 we turn 3 rounds. But if you win 2 sets, so that means that you remain with 1 set so that you win. And if your opponent also takes 1 set and you have 2, so that means you're supposed to turn for the fourth round so that you can get the third set so that you can win. As you see, Ama of Bishop struggling so that you can get the game, and Adia of Iganga playing the game so that you can take the set.
The current scores are 8-3, as we have Abia from Iganga and Ama from Bishops Mukono. Iganga is still leading this round. The current scores are 9-3. Abia from Iganga has 9 and Ama from Bishops has 3. As you can see, the current scores are 10-3, as Iganga has currently Iganga has won this round. So as we see, the second pair, where we had Abia from Iganga and Jen from, and Ama from Bishops. Currently, we have Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishops. As you can see, we can still have our umpire Nora, who is amping today's game. And the game is between Iganga SS and Bishops Mokono. The umpire is still talking to the players. The players shake hands. It's a warm-up time for the players. Remember, this is Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishops SS Mokono. As you see, the coach of Bishops Mokono trying to emphasize on key points for the player to be able to win the second round. All the strategies the player can use so as to win this round. This is the second round of this pair. And remember, we have Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishops Mukono. The current scores are 2-1 in favor of Bishops Mukono. The current scores are 2-up. It's truly going to be a stiff game I see between these two girls, that's Ashley and Abigail, as both players try to top the scores. And let's see, is it Iganga or Bishops Mukono? Is it Ashley or Abigail? Who is going to top up the scores so that we can end with one winner? Or we continue till the last game decides the winner. Remember, it has to be a 3-0, a 3-1, or a 3-2. It can't be a 2-1. It can't be a 2 anything. The winner has to have 3. As we're back on table 4, it's still the game of Kawanda SS and Koma. SS is still on, as are now switching sides. because it's a decisive match. It's a 2-2, set scores 2-2. In table tennis, when it's a 2-2 and one has 5, you have to change sides. But no breaks are taken. Just take sides and continue with the game. And we go back to table 3. It's a 7-4, and Iganga SS has 7 and leading with a set of 1. It's now a 8-4, and a player from Bishops has served to a player of Iganga, and she has got a point because the player of Iganga is on pressure and has pushed the ball outside. So it's now a 8-6. A player from Iganga is now serving. The game is kind of tough because the points are moving together. It's now a game point to a player of Iganga, and a game ends at 11 points. The game ends at 11 points. It's a 10-7. It's a game now. And the player of Iganga now has 2 sets. The overall set scores are 2-0. For Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishops Mukono, the set scores are 2-0 in favor of Iganga. And currently, as you can see from the screens, the coach of Iganga is trying to talk to Ashley on the different strategies she can use to win the second round. This is the third round of the game, and Ashley starts with the ball. The current scores are 1-0 in favor of Iganga. The current scores are 2-1, still in favor of Iganga. Remember, this is Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishops Mukono.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV. We are still live at Seroma Senior Secondary School. We're basing here in Mukono, where these games of championship are taking place. Yeah, in front of your screen, on your phone, on your TV, we are having a Yiganga Secondary School and Bishops, and we are seeing another round of the game. This is the third person of the game, and we are seeing that Yiganga is still taking up the lead with 5. Now it have scored 6 out of 3. So the other side, as I told you at the beginning of the game, that this is a tense game between the two institutions, that is Bishops and Yiganga, where we are seeing a lot of pressure on the other side of Yiganga, putting a lot of pressure to Bishops, and we are seeing that the coach of Bishop needs to put in a lot, because there is a big range out of the 3, and it is too tense onto the other games. Thank you so much. Yes, as I told you, now you are seeing that there is now that concentration to the other side of Bishops, and we are seeing now the game is between 6 and 8. That is, don't forget that within the building we have also another game that is between Yeah, Nkoma and the Kawanda Senior Secondary School, and we are seeing that there is a big range between Nkoma and Kawanda. Come back to the point, table 3, where we're having Iganga Senior Secondary School and the Bishops. Now we are seeing that Iganga and the Bishop, they are bringing up a tight between 9-9, and the game is 2 tenths. 2 tenths of these two games between Iganga and the Bishops. Bishops has 10, and then Iganga has 9. As I told you, let's have it this way round to have a pitch of the game where we are seeing that there is now a lead. This is what I told you, that once Bishops settles down, there might be another concentration between the two games. Let's have this side of Kawanda and yeah, Kawanda and Nkova, where we are seeing that there has been a big lead between Kawanda and Nkova, and as you've seen, or as you may see, the coach of Kawanda is putting a lot of emphasis onto the player to see that there can be some adjustments onto the way they are scoring. Kawanda and Nkova, the lead is still like that as we are on this other game of Yiganga and Bishops. Well, let's come back. Now, what you need to know that Kawanda now is, beg your pardon, what you need to put into consideration that Bishop is now taking the ball the other side, where there is Bishop side, and then Yiganga is giving us this other side of the table tens, girls side of the game, and we are seeing a big competition between Yiganga and the Bishops. Competition of table tens. Thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV, and we are live basing here at the Seroma Christian High School here in Mukono. Thank you so much. You see the lead, as I said. Once there is a lot of concentration, we are seeing a big score between Iganga and the Bishops. It's now a tie of 3-3 between the two competitors. And let me give you my the mic to my friend to tell us the way she's seeing the game. And then thank you so much for tuning in to the USSA TV. Don't forget to read our weekly bulletin paper that comes out every Friday on your phone, on your TV, basically online. Thank you so much. Let me give my colleague to give you other outlets on between Yiganga and the Bishops.
Once again, Kwagala Masin and Sentongolorin, as we're still on the match of Bishops and Iganga. A player of Iganga, Ashley, and a player of Bishops, Abigail. Ashley first won the 2 sets, and set scores are 2. And then on the third round, the Bishops, Abigail, won the third round, so she got a 1. So altogether the set scores are 2-1, and the scores are 7-8. Bishops leading. On how I've seen this game is it's so tight, but with God's grace, the person to win will win. The scores are 9-8. Bishops leading, Abigail. And to go back to table 4, Nkoma and Kawanda SS. Set scores in all the games are 2-1. Kawanda took 1 set by 1 girl. Nkoma took 2 sets with 2 girls. So that means they're supposed to play again so that the Nkoma SS can get a 3 and so they can win. Let me pass the mic to my co-speaker.
The current scores are 11-10. As you see, Ashley and Abigail are trying to hustle. It's getting tough and stiff as Ashley has 11, Abigail has 11. Abigail has 10, Ashley has 10. It's still stiff and tough. So we have to continue the game so that the winner has a difference of 2 points. Mere fact that they have all reached 11. Therefore, Iganga SS wins the game by a difference of 2 points. Iganga has 13 and Bishop has 11. And that was Ashley from Iganga and Abigail from Bishop. Our current game on table 3 has just ended. And thank you for watching. And this is the USSSA TV. The game has just ended in favor of Iganga. So Iganga girls have been able to win this match. Bishop has lost to Iganga. Once again, our players from Iganga, we had Nakato Hanan as the first player. Their second player was Abia. Then Ashley was their third player. From Bishops, we had Jen as player number 1, player number 2 as Amma, and Abigail as player number 3. We had our umpire of the game as Umpire Nora, and the game has ended. So Iganga has won the game. Thank you for watching from wherever you're watching. Those watching from no phone screens, those watching from their laptop screens, computer screens, TV screens. Thank you for watching. And this is the USSA TV. We are live here at Seroma Christian High School, Mukono. And this is the Ball Games 1 2026. Stay tuned.
Yes, thank you so much for you to tune up to USSA TV. We are coming up with the coach of Yiganga Senior Secondary School as well as the team captain of this team to get to see what really has made them to score all these games as far as their competition has been. Let us have the captain of the team from Yiganga Senior Secondary School. Yes, you can come and we get to see our viewers. Yes, go. It is good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you too.
How are you?
I'm fine.
What is your name?
My name is Wakowere Ashley.
Come again?
Wakowere Ashley.
Rakowe Ashedi.
Wakowere Ashley.
Wakowere. It is a name from Lusoga.
Yeah.
Wow. You are most welcome. Tell us about the game.
The game was nice because a lot went down, but out of it all, we expected to win, and we have gotten our win.
So I want you to look into the camera so that you can tell those who are viewing what made you to score this game with all those scores, because we've seen the first person led by some score, the other person, and then even you, the last person, as the captain. What made you to score all these games as far as your competition of, because this is a school which is in the central that we can talk of, Bishops. It's not very far from where you are coming from. What made all your members, the three of you, to beat up this team?
So the three of us, as we had been doing a lot of training by the help of our coach Uthman, and he taught us a lot of new things. So when we came here, we expected to show off our new skills that we had gotten, given that some of the children from Bishops didn't know some of the stuff that we were doing, and they kept on returning the same service.
What are some of the things that you were making to see that you beat up the team?
The children from Bishops, most of them did not know how to chop on their backhand. That is why we did most of our chopping on their backhand, because we knew that they were not going to return the balls that we sent. And then the other thing, for them, they were not going in for the high balls, but whenever we saw the high balls, we were attacking and they couldn't block them.
Thank you so much. Now, I want you to tell us, do you have another game today?
I don't think we have any other game today.
You are done? Or you are waiting for tomorrow?
We are waiting for tomorrow to see our next fixture.
Which team do you expect if it comes on to your way?
It is Chivuli that we expect.
How prepared are you to Chivuli?
We are very well prepared.
You know all the tactics that they use, or you are going to bring in more other things?
By God being our supporter, we shall bring in other new skills.
So you are putting everything into God, not even the team, all the skills.
We have the skills, we have everything else, but above all, God is all we need.
Thank you so much for giving us your preamble as a coach. Let us also have the coach from your school that has been first wait, let me put another bucket. USSA TV. Thank you so much for tuning in to USSA TV. This is a school sports broadcast basing here at Seroma Senior Secondary School, High School in Mokono. We are having the coach from Iganga. He's going to tell us really what has made them to beat up the competitors, which is Bishops Secondary School here, basing here into the country. Let's have the coach from Iganga to tell us really what really made them to score highly within the three older players, and we get to see. Yes, good afternoon, coach.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm alright, sir.
What is your name?
I'm called Lukoye Othman, coach of Iganga Girls.
Yes, how is Iganga? We have seen you scoring, beating up Bishops into the player one, player two, even the third player. What has made you to score all of this?
What has made me to score all that? It's through training. You know, sometimes it depends. The more you train, it proves that you know what to do. The more you relax, when you keep your players, they relax, they don't train, you lose.
But I saw Bishops coming in. Actually, that was the second round. Coming up with winning up a certain round. Then later alone, I think you had to cool down the pressure. I think the pressure was too high. Do you have another game that is tomorrow? Which score are you expecting to get? If
Uh,
it is a prediction.
if it is a prediction, uh, I think we shall make it. We shall make it.
You will make it. As I was talking to your captain, the team that he fears most or is looking at, that is Chibuli. What do you say if your captain is talking about that? You as a coach, what do you say?
Sometimes you have to believe in yourself, and however much it is a strong team, but we can still try to fight. We can try, we fight and fight until the end. You cannot just give up because they are also human beings like us. So you have to prove that we're also a team that can make it. Yes.
So, what are you telling your viewers at the same time? Those other teams, if not Chibuli, that comes onto your way. What are you telling them? What should they expect from you?
What I can say is that what they can expect from me is that we shall,
Those are your competitors.
yes, those are my competitors. We shall defeat them because our aim is to reach the finals.
Any game that comes onto your cross, you have a promise, or you are promising us that you are going to give them.
Yeah, I have to encourage my viewers that we are going to make it and we shall make it with God's will.
What are you promising your boss out there?
My boss, I can promise her that we shall make it.
You will make it. Thank you so much, Yiganga Senior Secondary School. The coach is saying that come what may, the next game, or the next competitor that will come across them, they will compete and they will fight to see that they score highly. Thank you so much for watching USSS TV. I want to inform you that we have a weekly bulletin newspaper that comes every Friday of your set on your screen, on your TV, on your phone. Don't forget to scroll onto our social media platforms, that is USSA Online, as well as all schools that have not subscribed to USSA Sports. Please come up and subscribe onto this game. We are here onto this room, into this place that is Seloma, and we are bringing all the competitions of table tennis. Let's move on to the next table, that is table 4, where we have Nkoma and Kawanda. Let's have that step.
So currently it's a stiff game between Koma and Kawanda Aces. As you see, Kawanda has 2 sets scores and Koma has, as you see, Koma has 2 set scores and Kawanda has 0. The current scores are 9-8 in favor of Nkoma Aces. As you see, the current scores are 10-9 in favor of Kawanda Aces. So we have Joan from Koma and Priska from Kawanda Aces, and Priska has topped up this round. Therefore, the set scores we have, that's 2-1. Kawanda has won this round and Koma has lost this round. As you see, this is a tight game and it always needs focus. The 2 players from both teams have to focus, because if you don't focus, you will lose the ball or you will have to lose the game. This game requires focus, and all ladies and gentlemen who play this sport are ladies and men who focus on what they want. Once again, we are live here at Seroma Christian High School, and this is table 4. There is a match ongoing between Poma SS and Kawanda SS, and we have our umpire of the game as Katushabe. As you see, for our fourth round, the two schools have to switch sides, so the players from either school switch sides. Currently, Kawanda has 2 and Poma has 0. This is the fourth round of this pair, and the set scores are 1-2 in favor of Poma SS. The current scores are 4-1 in favor of Kawanda SS. The current scores are 5-1 in favor of Kawanda SS still. And currently we have a timeout. So coaches from either team call their players to talk to them. As you can see, the Kawanda SS coach is talking to his player so as they can strategize on how to win this round. And then the coach from Nkoma SS is also trying to talk to his player so that they can also find a way to strategize and win the round. Let's see which player is going to top the scores. Is it Nkoma or is it Kawanda? Stay tuned. We are live here from Seroma Christian High School, Mukono. Currently, on your screen, you can see the coach of Koma trying to talk to his player, trying to tell her on how she can strategize and win the round.
You see Ankoma SS girl, Joanita, as she's taking some water so that she can relax, so that she can go back on table. As you are going back on table after drinking water so that she can relax and play the game more so that she can win. As the scores are 6-1 and set scores are 2-0, 2-1. Kawanda leading.
Priska is now thinking. Now she has served the ball to Joanita. Priska has earned the point because Joanita has hit the ball in the net. And now Priska serves her last service to Joanita. Joanita receives it very well. Priska hits in the net, but still it bounces on the table on Joanita's side. So which means that's Priska's point. It's a best of 5. And these are 3 sets. A winner is supposed to have 3 sets. With a winner is supposed to move away with a win of 3. So all these teams are still in the group stages, and every group and there are 4 groups.
As you see, as Priska is leading 10-3, Joanita has 3. As Priska serves to Joanita, Joanita receives the ball and Priska blocks it out. So that means that's the point to Joanita. As Priska hits the ball, Priska had means it's a game down. It's a game down to Priska. So the set scores are 2-2. As you see them stepping out for timeout for 1 minute so that they can get advice from their coach.
Rita is now depressed. I think I should just I should just call it depression because she's holding her head and worried. I think she's even planning on what she's going to do next because her last set is a decisive set. This is a set which is determines who's going to move to go away with a win or a loss. So the player from Kawanda is back on the table. Player of Kawanda is back on the table waiting for Joanita, a player of Mkoma S.S, to come back on the table to play their last set. Joanita, Priska is very ready to play her last set. I think she's determined. Her coaches are done telling her what she's going to do next. Joanita comes back on the table, a player of Mkoma S.S, ready to play her last set. She gives the ball to Priska, player of Kawanda. Priska serves first, and each player serves 2 times. Priska gets a point because she served first. Priska is having her next service, and there's a lot of pressure in this point. So everyone is fighting for a point, but it's now a 2-0. Joanita serves next. As I said, each player each player is supposed to serve 2 times. Now Joanita is done serving her first service. She's now going for her second service. It's now a scores of 3-0. Priska has 3. Joanita has 0. Joanita now has 4. Sorry, Priska now has 4, and it's a 4-0. Joanita from Koma SS has 0. Priska serves, and Joanita receives a point. So right now it's a 4-1. Priska is having her next service. Joanita tries looping the ball. In table tennis, looping means
Looping the ball means spinning the ball hard so that it can not be returned by your opponent. Joanita is on pressure, but Priska is chill. Scores 5-1. Joanita has 1 and Priska has 5. Joanita is relaxing so that she can serve. Priska hits the ball out, spins the ball out, so that means that's the point of Joanita. Joanita serves the ball to Priska. Priska hits the ball in the net, so that means that's Joanita's point. So now Joanita is relaxed that she can she knows that she'll catch up. So they relax so that the pressure can decrease. Priska serves the ball to Joanita. And Joanita and Priska chops the ball in the net. Chop means chopping the ball so that it can go below the net. Joanita spins the ball out of the so it doesn't hit the ball in the table. So that means that's Priska's point. So they are relaxing so that the pressure can decrease because they're on pressure, and playing on pressure makes like you lose. So you need to first relax. Joanita spins the ball and Priska returns it. So that means that's Priska's point and scores 7-4. Joanita serves the ball out, so that means that's Priska's point. And also Priska serves the ball out, so that means that's Joanita's point. So scores are 8-5. Then Priska serves the ball in the net, so that means that's Joanita's point. Joanita spins the ball out, so that means that's Priska's point, and Priska has 9 and Joanita has 6. Joanita is of 11. So for us, our game ends at 11. So that means it's game down. So it means Priska wins the game. So set scores all together, all the games are 2-2. Nkoma has 2 and Kawanda has 2. So Priska wins the game. Priska of Kawanda.
So they're now going to their decisive match. This is the match that decides whether Nkoma is leaving the group stage or staying in the group stage. They're all still in the group stages because there are 4 groups, and in every group they need two schools from it. Sorry, there are four groups, and in every group they need two schools from each group. So this decides whether they're staying in the group or living in the group. This is deciding who's leaving the group as number 2 or number 1. So as we are seeing, the 3rd players have put their rackets on the table as they're still talking to their coaches for a few minutes. As the umpire is recording down what has been observed in the last set, the last players that have been playing. That was Priska from Kawanda SS and Joanita from Koma SS. We are seeing the decisive players coming onto the table. A player of Koma SS has now come to the table ready to win, to move away with a win. As we are seeing, a player from Kawanda SS has also come. Jamila has also come, and the umpire is going to toss for them. This tossing in table tennis, tossing helps one choose a side, or this also helps one to know whether she's going to serve first or choose a side first. So as the umpire Katushabe has tossed for them, and Jamila is talking, though we can't listen to what she's talking about. We shall know that later. So Jamila has won the toss, so they're going to warm up for a few minutes and start the game. This game is a decisive match because the overall set scores are 2-2. Nkoma SS has 2 and Kawanda has 2. They're now warming up. They're now warming up for the match. And the warm up is going to take a few minutes because they're only going to warm up because they've been seated waiting for the match to end, the previous match to end. As we see, the game has started. It's between Nkoma and Kawanda. Though this is a decisive match, but as we see, Jamila from Kawanda is getting easy points as she's serving her last service to Raihana from Nkoma. Jamila serves to Raihana. Oh, Raihana hits the ball in the net because she was trying to use her long pimple but on a bad side because that's a forehand side. Now Raihana goes for her first service, serving to Jamila. Jamila returns the ball and Jamila gets a point by hitting the ball with her short pimples to the forehand side. Raihana serves her last service to Jamila hits the ball outside, making the scores 5-0. Sorry, making the scores 5-1. Jamila leading. Jamila from Kawanda SS leading 5 and Raihana from Koma SS having 1. Set scores 0-0. Jamila accidentally hits the ball outside when it was given to her. So she can also get a device. This is a trick used by players to get a device from their coaches illegally. But she comes back to the table, serving her first service to Raihana from Koma SS. Raihana puts her long pimples on Jamila's forehand and Jamila hits outside the ball, making it a 5-1. Jamila leading 5, Raihana having 2. Making the scores 5-2. Jamila serving to Raihana her last service. Jamila serves to Raihana. Jamila tries to leave the ball to spin the ball with her forehand, but she failed, making it a 3-5. Raihana having 3, Jamila having 5. Making it a scores of 5-3. Raihana tries to serve the ball, but instead it's a net service. That means she's reserving the ball. But still it's her first service. Raihana serves and tries using her long pimple, but it fails and hits in the net, making it a 6-3. Raihana having 3 and Jamila having 6. Raihana serving her last service to Jamila. And Jamila hits in the net because she has tried to loop a chop, but instead she hitting the ball in the net, making it a 6-4. Jamila is still leading but still has 4. Jamila serves her first service to Raihana and Raihana returns it with her long pimples. Jamila hits it outside, making it a 6-5. Jamila is still leading by 1, but she has lost a lot of points by hitting the ball outside carelessly. Raihana now hits outside, now making it a 7-5. Raihana is now serving her first service to Jamila from Kawanda SS and Raihana from Koma SS. Serving her first service to Jamila and tries to use her long pimple on Jamila's, but she hits it in the net, making it a 8-5. Raihana serving her last service to Jamila. Jamila uses her backhand push of her pimple, short pimples, to Raihana's backhand side, and Raihana fails to return the ball, making it Jamila's point, making the scores of 9-5. Jamila serves her first service to Raihana and uses her backhand, though she tried to hit the backhand properly, but instead it fell out, making it Raihana's point. Now it's a 9-6. Jamila serving her last service to Raihana. Raihana gets a point from Jamila because she used her long paper and Jamila failed to return it, making it a 9-7. Now it's Raihana serving her first service to Jamila. The Jamila is leading by 2. Raihana hits her edge and Jamila fails to return it, making it a 9-8. Jamila leading by 1 point. Raihana serving her last service. And now she gets a point from Jamila because she chopped the ball and Jamila failed to return it. That means it's a 9-up. Jamila has been leading from the very beginning of the game, but now she fails to end it easily because Raihana is a fighting player and now she's fighting to take the set. Jamila now serves her first service to Raihana and hits the ball outside, making it a 10-9. Raihana is now leading the game by 1. Jamila has been leading the whole game from the very, very beginning, but now she fails to end it. Raihana has now got a point from her, and now she's leading the game by 1. Jamila is having her last service to Rayhana from SS. And Rayhana also loses the point, making it a 10-10. This is the point where we go to the deuce and advantage, and the game is being all counted by umpire Katushabe. He's a very good umpire, very disciplined. This is the point where every player serves one time. So Rayhana gets a point from Jamila and gives the ball to Jamila to serve her last service. Now it's a 11-10. Now it's a 11-10. And Jamila has 10. Jamila now fails to get. Jamila serves to Rayhana, but she fails to return the ball back, making it Rayhana's set. But Jamila has been leading the whole set. I think Jamila is now depressed. She's now going to her coach to get advice from her coach. Jamila from Kawanda SS. She's now taking some water. She's gone to her coach to get more advice on how to win the second match. Because this is the decisive match. This is the match deciding whether they are staying in the group or leaving the group to go for another stage. For both teams, Kawanda SS and Nkoma SS. Now the set scores of the two players ER 1-0. Nkoma is leading Nkoma with a player called Rayhana is having a set, a 1 set, and Jamila has a 0. But she's been leading points of the whole set. But suddenly she loses concentration and starts hitting the balls outside, losing points. Now Rayhana was very, very serious and determined, came knowing she's going to win. And finally she left with a set. Let's see how she's going to perform in the remaining sets. Because the winner has to move out to go away with a win of 3. So it's now a 1. Rayhana has 1. Rayhana from Nkoma SS has 1. And Jamila from Kawanda SS has 0. Jamila comes back for the second set. Rayhana also goes towards the table for the second set. And Jamila is having first because she didn't win the tossing of the last set. Rayhana served first. So this is Jamila's turn to serve second in this set, in the second set. Now Jamila serves the ball, but instead hits it, making it a point for Rayhana. Rayhana now has 1. Rayhana has 1. Jamila serving her second service to Rayhana. Rayhana brings back the ball, but Jamila hit the ball outside, making it a 2-0. Jamila has 0, and Rayhana from Nkoma SS has 2. Making it a 2-0. Now Rayhana, remember each player in this game has to serve 2 good times. So now Rayhana is having her first service to Jamila, but still chops it outside, making it a point for Jamila. Now it's a set with the scores of 2-1. Rayhana is having her last service to Jamila, the scores of 2-1. But Jamila hits it, making it a 2-2. Jamila is now determined to win her set back. The set she has lost unfocusedly back. Jamila is now serving her first service to Rayhana. The playing, and Jamila hits the ball outside, making it Rayhana's points with a scores of 3-2. Jamila serving her last service to Rayhana. We're still with the scores of 3-2. Rayhana leading. Jamila serving her last service to Rayhana. Rayhana brings back the ball. Jamila hits the ball outside, making it a 4-2. Rayhana is leading by 2. Remember, as I said, each player is serving 2 times in this game. So Rayhana is serving her first service towards Jamila from Kawanda SS. This is a match of Nkoma SS and Kawanda SS. Jamila hits the ball with her backhand, and Rayhana fails to return it back, making it Jamila's point with the scores of 3-2. Sorry, with the scores of 4-3. Rayhana serving her last service to Jamila. Rayhana hits the ball in the net, making it a 4-up. I think I should pass the mic to my fellow speaker. Tell us what is happening in this match.
Once again, Kwagala Masina Sentongo Lorin. As Nkoma SS is versing with Kawanda SS, Jamila of Kawanda SS, and Raihana from Nkoma SS. As Raihana took the first set, and the set scores are 1-0. Raihana has 1 and Jamila has 0, and the scores are 4-5. Then Jamila hits the ball in the net, so that means that Raihana is point. So Raihana has 6 and Jamila has 4. As we see Raihana serving the ball to Jamila. So Jamila spins the ball and Raihana doesn't return it, so that means that Jamila is point. So scores are 5-6. Jamila has 5 and Raihana has 6. As Raihana is having her last service to Jamila, Jamila chops the ball in the table, and so that means that Raihana is point. Raihana has 7 and Jamila has 5. Then Jamila serves her service and Raihana chops it in the net. So that means that Jamila is point. So the scores are 6-7. Jamila has 6 and Raihana has 7. So Jamila serves her last service and Jamila hits the ball out. So that means that Raihana is point. Raihana has 8 and Jamila has 6. As Raihana serves her first service to Jamila, Raihana loops the ball and Jamila doesn't return it. So that means that Raihana is point. Raihana has 9 and Jamila has 6. As Raihana serves her last service to Jamila, she relaxes so that she cannot be on pressure, so that she can serve when she's relaxed. As Raihana chops the ball on her pimple out, so that means that Jamila is point. So Jamila has 7 and Raihana has 9. As Raihana chops her ball on the pimple side and chops it out, so that means that Jamila is point and Jamila has 8 and Raihana has 9. So Raihana puts up her hand for a timeout so that she can relax. So Jamila serves her service to Raihana. So Raihana chops her ball in the net. So that means that Jamila is point. So set scores are 9 all. Raihana has 9 and Jamila of Kawanda SS has 9 and Raihana of Nkoma SS has also 9. So Raihana serves her first service to Jamila. So Jamila spins the ball and Raihana returns it out. So that means that Jamila is point. So that's 10-9. Jamila has 10 and Raihana of Nkoma SS has 9. So Raihana serves her last service and Raihana serves this out. So that means that Jamila is point and our points end at 11. So it means that Jamila wins the second set in the round. So as they go out for timeout and it's 1 minute, so Raihana is on pressure because Jamila hit her she hit the first set and Jamila